luck and have fun. You're gonna need it.
SCV ready. It's your dime. Huh? Ah! You scared me! SCV ready. Bad news? Will do. SCV ready.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Big in the rear with the gear. We hear you. SCV ready. Move it. Yep. Yo. Roger. Woo-hoo. SCV ready. What's going? Go ahead. In the rear with the gear. Go ahead.
Base is under attack.
SCV ready. Ah! You scared me. What's going on? You're the boss. We'll butter by a biscuit. SCV ready. Big job. Bad news. What's going on? Huh? Ah! You scared me. SCV ready. Go ahead.
Hey, they're attacking our base.
Big job, huh? SCV ready. Yep. Uh-huh. Ben, huh? SCV ready. Big job. Ah! You scared me. Yeah. Ben, go ahead. What's going on? In the rear with the gear. SCV ready. The Grim Reaper has arrived. SCV ready. The Grim Reaper has arrived. SCV ready. Yeah. Got something for me to kill. Go. You want a piece of me, boy? Armed and ready. Got it. Huh? The Grim Reaper. In the rear with the gear. I'm listening. I'm going. Fair enough. Sir. SCV ready. The Grim Reaper has arrived. All right, agreed. On the way. The Grim Reaper has arrived. Yeah. The Grim Reaper has arrived.
GG.
Who wants some? Will do. I'm listening. I'm going. You're the weaker man. Been waiting on you.
GG. Well played. Nice guy. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, he was a nice guy. Very just creative player. He was trying to do like a half a worker group. How many? Yeah, not all of them. So what he does is so what he's doing right here is he's setting up where he gets enough workers to keep making more, right? And so the objective is to try to like send a decent amount of SCVs and overforce your opponent to just not macro. You'll be chasing around SCVs over and over again, and you forget to get enough units or barracks or whatever you end up getting, right? Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna try to get a supply depot, then while you're trying to make a barracks, he's gonna come in and try to like slow down your barracks with a lot of SCVs. And so while he does his stuff, he's gonna try to get a barracks or something and try to like force you to just overcommit. But I take this SCV out. He sends the SCVs. This finishes, and the fact that this finishes gives me more SCVs to continue growing. And right here is when I noticed it was gonna be like a worker rush. I don't know what kind of worker rush, how many, but it was a decent amount, or I couldn't really track how much it was, but it didn't matter. That many right there, if you send them to my base, as long as I keep making workers and don't overcommit on like running around, I should be able to kind of like keep the game in my favor. Overcommitting sometimes is where, you know, messes up. See, now he comes in and I go straight into a death ball, little pocket, so that, you know, none of them get pre-selected to. He does the same thing. He's making. Now on my side, I'm making a barracks over here. I know that I have an SCV over here for, you know, I was gonna make a command center right here and go for a macro, but since he went there, I was like, okay, well then I'll use this SCV to make my barracks. I'll have a barracks up. I'll do a Reaper harass or something, and then, you know, right here, the objective is, he's like, you can't build a barracks. I'm not letting you. Oh. Hey, thank you, Foxer. Yeah, I'm just going over the game of what I'm doing, my choices, my decisions, and the objective of your harass in the early game to out macro and cause disruption, mineral mining disruption. Thank you. Yeah, he kept healing him up. That's very expensive. But you know, if you can, like, if you can create disruption and do really good there, you can sometimes get another base. So I mean, sometimes it's possible. Why did you keep why did he keep going for the depot? I think it was for what he does is he'll take this supply depot, and then what you do is you overcommit sometimes, and you send like all of them, or you send a lot of them, and you start getting frustrated about the fact that you're, you know, he's nipping at you, and you're just like, and you lose sight of your macro, and then he'll try to capitalize over that. And so I think he was taking out the supply depot because it's the most, you know, safest for him to kind of like harass. And supply depots are important. If you don't have enough supply depots, you're not gonna get any Marines out of your barracks. So then you need more supply depots up here. It's just it's what he can get. You know, you gotta get the best what you can get with when you go up the ramp. But the main purpose probably is also to deny the barracks from going up. Slow down the barracks. Yeah, he's very cautious of not losing his SCVs. So he didn't really lose a lot of. He only lost one SCV, or maybe a couple of SCVs. I'm not sure, or several. But he kept some. Started mining. He has a faster command. He got a second command center. I'm not going for the macro because if I go for the macro, you know, he might go hyper aggressive. I might lose. So that's why I'm not going macro, because of the fact that the possibility of, you know, a full commitment after that of something is possible. Now, if I did go expand, I would think Rexoff has a slight advantage on the macro if I overcommitted and then decided to expand because I was a bit slow on my, you know, on all the back and forth. Yeah, it was. This was good. The Marauder was a good touch. It's really strong, especially with the concussive shells. Was really good. You can slow them down. But the bunker really helped out. Being able to build a bunker and having, like, you know, a position right there kept my Reapers from, like, just dying. Able to regenerate. Yeah. And you would be like, well, maybe I just need a bunker right here. And so it just depends, you know, the bunker right here, it depends if you want to add it or if you don't, because of the way you're building. And you're like, well, I don't always get people that do this, so why do I need the bunker if people don't do this? But then once in a while you'll get somebody that does like weird stuff, and you're like, well, I should have had a bunker right there. So it's like, I kind of look at all the games and kind of see what's the most common and like take on those more. Here was just bad positioning. The fact that you built over here, you didn't see my bunker. And I think if you would have saw my bunker ahead of time, I think you would have been able to stop it. Or at least stop the bunker. I don't know about the Reapers overall. Your Marauders were good micros, so you had a chance to actually kill my Reapers. But then I would probably step back and say, okay, don't lose your Reapers. I don't want to lose your Reapers that early, you know. Those Marines were a curveball. I made Marines because I didn't have the gas yet to make the Reapers. So I made some Marines. I had to get them to run the old-fashioned way. You know, walk them. That was a good wall right there. If there wasn't a way to get out, that would have been a nice, good body block against the bunker. Yeah, see, concussive slow, slowing them all down, so you gotta watch out with that. You gotta pull your Reapers out. And you gotta watch out for the SCV micro. Yeah. Just a little bit closer. You're almost there. I mean, to be honest with you, it's one of those things that your Reaper just was a little bit late, but not that late. Because at the same time, the only reason why I was able to make that move is because I wasn't overcommitting my SCVs. So because I didn't overcommit like drastically to your engagement, it allowed me to get just enough to put the wave in my favor, you know. So it's one of those one-offs that if you're doing this, I think the Marauder's still within like a really good. I don't think you need to like change it much, because mine's was more of a reaction. It was a freestyle reaction. So you don't usually see that. It doesn't usually come up.